Ladies and gentlemen of the B Squad, it is your boy, the Supreme B-Man, and I am here once again to talk about one of my most favorite franchise that I can't stop talking about this week, and it keeps going on and on and on. First, I compared the video game to another video game, and then I started talking about my top 10 characters for this particular video game that is roughly based off this anime that I am just so involved in right now. And obviously you guys should know by now that it's Dragon Ball Super. That's right, Dragon Ball Super right now at this very moment in time as the universe arc continues. It's finally gotten to the point to where it's finally getting really interesting. Not that it wasn't interesting at first, it's just that there's a lot of things with Super that I wasn't really down for in the beginning of the entire series, such as the God of Destruction arc and the Return of Frieza, which were just rehashes of the movie. And I've already seen those two movies, already know those characters, and so forth and so on. The Return of Trunks was a nice little refresher of things, but it wasn't, to me, wasn't the best of things. You know what I mean? I liked the little tournament that Team Beerus versus Team Champa. It was real nice, and I enjoyed that very much. But the thing about it is, up to this point, we've been hearing and seeing and so many hints about this tournament that Goku had offered to Zeno, which is basically the god of all the gods of destruction and pretty much the most powerful character throughout the entire series. I don't know where this arc is going to go. I don't know who's going to necessarily win, but for me, it's just a matter of waiting to see what's going to happen. And there's a lot of things that really got me really turned up about it. There's just it's not quite a few things, but there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about personally to kind of join in on the conversation that a lot of people are having right now, because there's a lot of people that are obviously breaking the episodes down bit by bit every week that the episodes are uploaded, or that are shown all throughout the internet. But I also want to join in and kind of throw in a couple of theories here and there. First thing is that we finally gotten to this point, which is obviously what I've already said before, but I'm just saying that it's nice to finally get up to this point after all throughout, the inconsistencies and certain animations not really adding up, and a lot of people not really into Dragon Ball Super. I think it was about time that they turned it up with this universe tournament and that they gave the people what they wanted, which goes into the next thing. Gohan getting back in action. It was nice to see that, because throughout all of Super, it's pretty much shown that Gohan has gotten weaker, even though he was really good in the Cell tournament, and he pretty much, mopped Cell across the floor all throughout, and even, killing Cell at the end of the saga. And then, he did fairly okay in the Majin Buu saga, and then every once in a while, if you see him in some of the movies, you would see how he would basically like one-shot certain characters, like a certain character that's also going to get mentioned in this little discussion. But other than that, Gohan, it's nice to finally see Gohan finally reach his potential once again. I'm not for sure how strong he is, considering that, it's pretty crazy on how strong somebody can get. They only I think Gohan only worked out for like 9 hours or something like that, and automatically, or at least I think a day or so, and he automatically got his, his mojo back, his Super Saiyan mojo back. Not necessarily Super Saiyan, because he's basically Ultimate Gohan at this point. and he's kind of shown off that he's able to take on even a Super Saiyan God in the ultimate level. So we'll just have to wait and see. And I think Gohan still has some developing to do if he continues on with his, his fighting side, rather than sticking his nose in the books, even though that, pays the bills and all, but he's not the same character without having to throw a Kamehameha or two, and I'm kind of glad that he's back. Another character that I am honestly glad that has returned is actually Frieza. I am actually very pleased that Frieza is getting another opportunity to show his true potential. I was very disappointed in the Return of F movie. I was really disappointed in that. There was a lot of things that they could have done a lot better. It would have been a heck of a lot worth it. I think a lot of people were really hyped up in the nostalgia of Dragon Ball Z and with this new Super show and all that. And I think that with that, a lot of people didn't see a lot of the flaws that Resurrection F had. And then, I think they tried to reconcile that within the anime too, to kind of change some things. So that way people could be, okay with that. But still, the overall, thing is that Frieza just wasn't still strong enough, even with this new golden form, which was completely bonkers anyway. You know what I mean? But it was nice to see that Frieza had something up his sleeve once again. And another transformation, in my opinion. This transformation, in my opinion, is probably the most glorious transformation out of all of his transformations so far. Because considering that it not only has its own theme, very orchestrated theme, he just emits evil, you know what I mean, when he transforms again, from his final form. And this golden form makes him feel vastly superior than anybody. And all throughout episode 92 or 93, I'm not for sure, don't quote me on that, but when he returned, when Goku offered the idea of getting Frieza back, I was really pleased with that idea, in some ways or another. A lot of people were really disappointed that Majin Buu wasn't going to be part of the tournament. I was looking forward to Majin Buu being part of the tournament, but I knew for some dumb reason that he was not going to be part of it, because for many reasons, Majin Buu is just an overpowering character. I think he would literally eradicate half of the people that are in the universe tournament anyway. So it's almost like you could just have Goku, Vegeta, and Majin Buu and you'll be okay. You could throw in Gohan if you want to, but everybody else would be completely useless because Majin Buu is just that powerful. And considering he uses magic and he can turn people into chocolate or into whatever he wants them to be, would be insane. And it just wouldn't matter. I think Majin Buu would pretty much wipe the floor with pretty much everybody that's in the tournament right now. So it was nice to see that they tried to nerf the team in some way and try to tease that Majin Buu was going to be part of this tournament, but end up roughly not being part of the tournament and then throwing in Frieza at the end of it. And I think it's okay with me. I'm fine with it. It doesn't, upset me in any kind of way. I'm just glad to see that maybe Frieza will show how powerful or how strong he is, but obviously he's going to go into his dastardly ways and try to cheat, or at least try to get himself out of this particular situation. Because obviously one of my favorite things in that particular episode, like I said, I think it's 94 or so, when Goku and Frieza were talking to each other, and Frieza was at the check-in station, and Frieza punched Goku in the gut, and he was like, "Oh, my hand slipped." And then Goku punched him back. It pretty much shows their relationship towards each other. They just hate each other, dude. It's really cool. I thought that was great. Just anytime, at any point that Frieza just emits, just when he talks, is just really, really great. I really like the Japanese voice actor. in Super, because he does a really good job at showing how dastardly and how evil he is. No offense to the English dub voice actor, but I love it. I just love how Frieza talks and he just laughs. He's like ho 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 ho. It's really really good. But anyways, just moving on. Once they get to the actual tournament ring, it was nice to see that, you know, the other Saiyans from Universe 6, like Kalifa, Kale, and Kaba, are all, like, you know, really excited to see Goku and Vegeta. At least Kaba is. Kalifa, obviously, she's like, I'm the strongest Saiyan there is. Nobody is equal to me. It was nice to see that toughness, and obviously Kale being very fragile and scared, at least for right now, because we all know that she's supposed to be the female Broly or Brolita, you know, that she's supposed to be this powerhouse for Universe 6. I think they're going to play a very significant role. I think Khalifa is going to find out how powerful Goku and Vegeta really are, and I think it's just going to motivate her to even be more powerful, even though she automatically got to Super Saiyan 2 in just one single episode. It is pretty ridiculous to me. I think, you know, in some ways they're kind of just throwing that Super Saiyan trope all over the place now. I'm not saying that I hate it or anything. It's just that nowadays Super Saiyan is just not special anymore. It's just not. I think Super Saiyan God is a whole different, completely different tier than anything. I think, you know, if you're going to be somebody within my eye that's worthy of, like, Super Saiyan power, then you need to get the Super Saiyan God, or at least be in Gohan's type of, you know, stature, where he's just so powerful he can beat a Super Saiyan God. You know what I mean? He's a Saiyan, but he doesn't need Super Saiyan to beat somebody of that level. You know what I mean? So I think Khalifa and Kaba are going to find out how strong Vegeta and Goku are now. I mean, it's going to be very interesting, and I think Kale, she's going to be a wrecking house. You know, pretty much she's going to wreck house if she gets mad or gets upset during the tournament, which is going to happen. She's probably going to see Khalifa get beat up, and she's going to get real mad about it, you know, because her sister is obviously getting beat up and she wants to protect her and stuff. So, and, you know, when she turns legendary mode, she's going to go into attack mode and try to, you know, wreck people's faces and stuff, and then she might end up going berserk and accidentally try to kill somebody. So, you know, we don't know. You know, I think that might happen, you know, considering that she hasn't quite mastered that form yet. And then there's a lot of speculation that she's supposed to switch teams to Universe 11, but I don't know how that's going to happen because she's never met them before. So it could happen during the tournament, or it could happen after the tournament. We'll just have to wait and see about it. So the next thing is the one of the biggest things in Super right now is one particular character that Whis and Barris talked about in previous episode, about the one who is stronger than Barris and strong enough to defeat a god, and this guy goes by the name of Jern. And let me tell you something that this guy Jern, he is a beast. He is a I don't know what it is about him. I think I like his design. It's so simplistic and so simple. You know what I mean? It's like just this, you know, muscular action figure with a simple alien-like face, but yet for some dumb reason when he's just standing there, you're kind of intimidated. Even right now I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about me, like if I was Goku or Vegeta standing in front of this guy, I would be terrified somewhere deep down, even though I have the power to go Super Saiyan God, I still would be terrified of this guy, because this dude is just that powerful. With all the whispers and all the talks, and even after the preliminaries with the practice tournament, that they had in way back when Goku fought Topo, one of the Universe 11's Pride Trooper leader. Even he mentioned that Jern was stronger than him. You know what I mean? He even said that there was somebody even stronger than me, and Topo was able to, handle a Super Saiyan God Goku at Kaioken level. So, just imagine if Jern can do that, can just fight Goku at Kaioken. You know what I mean? Super Saiyan God Kaioken probably still won't be enough to defeat him. So, I'm really highly interested in what Jern can actually do in this tournament. And I think he's just, if anybody comes near him, he's probably going to one-shot him. You know what I mean? And I think Goku's going to make the mistake of taking this guy on one-on-one, and he's probably going to get beat instead of using teamwork to fight this guy like he should be doing. Because right now Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza have their own agendas, while everybody else wants to be teammates and work together. Everybody, those three have their own agenda. Obviously, Goku wants to fight Jern, Vegeta just wants to win the tournament, and Frieza wants to betray everybody. Everybody else wants to try to work together in some type of function, so that way they'll, win the tournament without, losing any casualties. You know what I mean? And I think those three knuckleheads are gonna, maybe cost them the tournament. I'm not for sure. Lastly, who do I think is going to make it in a tournament? You know what I mean? There's Universe 2 with the God of Destruction of Beauty, which I'm very, I'm highly attracted to, because she's real cool. I like the Egyptian goddess looks. Universe 3 with the modified warriors, or Universe 4 with that little cheeky mouse that tried to get which one is it? Universe 9, I think it was. Universe 9 to converse with them to try to kill Frieza before the tournament even started. Even though technically Universe 9, I don't mean to skip universes, but I think it's Universe 4 that actually only has 8 combatants. So I thought you were supposed to have 10 people on your team in order to qualify for the tournament. So I don't see how Universe 4 gets away with that. Then again, we don't know if there's somebody within that team that's like fused together with somebody to make one particular character. So that might be the thing. So we'll just have to wait and see for that. And then there's obviously Universe 6 with Champa and Universe 7 with Beerus. I think those two teams are going to be pretty even with one another if they go head to head with their characters and whatnot. The character that I'm really looking forward to really doing something is Hit. Hit next to Jern, Hit is like one of my favorite characters right now. I like his outfit. I like his design. He's just really like a cold-blooded assassin. The way he walked up to Frost and told him that you can either enter this tournament or I can kill you. You make that choice. It doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter where you hide, what universe you jump to. I will find you and I will kill you if you do not join this team. And that's one of my most favorite things about this dude. He's like straight to the point. And I think he's going to do really, really good in this tournament. What can he do against Jern? I'm not for sure. I don't know if Hit is on the same level as Jern is, but we'll just have to wait and see. And plus, Hit said that he was going to train with Frost. So I don't know if Frost may have gained more strength, or a new form or whatever, because there's a lot to that Hit said to Frost in a later episode. Not a later episode, but an earlier way back episode that Hit said that Frost could get stronger. And I'm not sure if Frost may have learned an ability or a transformation that we're not unaware of, but we're just going to have to wait and see. And then there's obviously Universe 9 with their Beast Warriors and, you know, the 3, you know, big bad wolves, and obviously all these other little demon-ish type creatures and stuff like that. They're obviously animals, you know, but we'll just have to wait and see for that team, because I think that team is probably going to get wrecked. Then again, there's also another team that I don't think is actually going to make it for sure, and that's Universe 10. Their warriors are obviously like warriors that Hercule could probably beat, you know what I mean? They're just over exaggerated, they're muscular, or they're, you know, either too pretty or whatever. You know, I'm not for sure what these guys can do. I mean, they look like they're only focused on like maybe being swift and powerful all at the same time. Plus, that God of Destruction in that universe failed at defending that universe because of, you know, Goku Black and stuff. Because Goku Black comes from Universe 10. And that God of Destruction should obviously be punished for him not taking care of the situation, because Beerus took care of it. So, you know, that's something that's going to maybe play a role in the tournament. I'm not for sure, but I think Universe 9 is a little bit better than Universe 10. I'm not for sure, but we'll just have to wait and see. Then obviously right now my favorite universe at the moment in time, because of the Pride Troopers, is Universe 11. And Universe 11 has a lot of potential, has a lot of interesting characters in it. I'm not saying that all the other ones don't, and I do want to see what everybody else can do, but Universe 11 just looks a lot more powerful with Topo and Jern, you know, holding the fort on that team. Two of the most strongest dudes. Not saying that Universe 7 doesn't have their two powerful guys in Goku and Vegeta, or even Frieza to a degree, but I just think that Universe 11 is a very, very huge threat to all the other universes, and I just think that they're going to have to, you know, pick up their slack and pay attention to what they're doing, because otherwise they're going to get eliminated and their universe is going to get erased. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for episode 96 review, or at least kind of my overthinking thoughts of everything that's going on in Super currently, or whatever's been going on in Super. My overall, you know, thoughts about it. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys think so far of Super, what you think of this previous episode, because this episode didn't have anything in it. It just pretty much showed off all the other universes and all their characters and stuff like that, and I think they're very interesting character designs, but I just think that obviously you know who's going to get eliminated and who's, you know, obviously going to stay. The more popular characters are obviously going to stay, and the more lesser, not so great characters are going to, you know, go. But overall, I just think that everybody has a chance to maybe win it, or maybe, you know, slide their way out of it, however you want to see it. But anyways, comments below, let me know what you think of, you know, episode 96 of Dragon Ball Super. Let me know how you like this, you know, whether you like this video and stuff like that. And speaking of like, please hit me a like, and I'll continue on with this, because this is something I've been waiting on forever to talk about. I've been waiting to talk about Dragon Ball Super, honestly, but I didn't want to like try to make this channel a huge Dragon Ball Super type of channel. I just wanted to, you know, jump in on it when it really got good, and right now it's really getting good. So just let me know what you think in the comments. Hit me a like, subscribe for more, share this video with your friends, and just join in the conversation about Dragon Ball Super. As always, guys, it is your boy, the Super Saiyan B-Man, or should I say Super Saiyan God B-Man, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.